The lie that many women believe. Society teaches women that youth equals value. When really, if you are 40 plus, you have so much value because you have so much experience to draw from. Experience in relationships, experience in life. You feel like you are invisible when really that is just a lie in your own mind. That is something that I felt not long after my divorce. Even when I was married, I felt a little bit invisible, like I wasn't seen. And that was really something in my own head, that I wasn't even seeing myself. So, how was the rest of the world going to see me? Right? There's so many lies that we believe once we turn 40. It's like life ends when we turn 40. But for me, life actually started at around 45. I really started to lean into who I was and really started to act and be the woman that I always wanted to be. You know, we feel like we should have it all figured out by the time we're 40. That's a lie. I had nothing figured out until I was 40. I still don't have a whole lot of things figured out, and that's okay. I have a lot more figured out now than I had even just last month. But it's about growth. It's about your own personal path. It's about not questioning so much of what everyone else thinks, but how do you feel about you, right? For me, when I turned 50, which was just last September, last year, 2025, I turned 50. I stopped living for external validation. I realized a while ago that, you know what? It really doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks about me. What do I think about me? Right? You stop living for that external validation. And your confidence comes from what is internal, right? Not from what someone else thinks of you. You care less, so much less about perfection. And I think my feeling in the past, when I was in my 30s, even in my 40s, I still had that sense of I wanted things to be perfect. I wanted to be perfect. That just that idea of perfection, there is no such thing. And really, I found that there is a lot more, there's so much more beauty in things that are not perfect. In your 40s and 50s, also, you start choosing alignment more than you choose approval, right? You start to look at things like your work, relationships, dating. I started thinking of these things like more in the way, do these things really align with who I am and the things that I value now at this stage in my life? And you realize very quickly that time is precious. Once I hit 50, it's like a switch flipped in my mind. It's like, I don't want to waste my time living someone else's life. I want to live more intentionally in my own life. I want to do more of the things that I want to do and not feel restricted by anyone or anything. And I think the truth that women really need to hear, you are not behind. Reinvention can really happen at 40, 50, 60 plus. You know, it doesn't really matter. You can reinvent yourself at any time. And midlife is often when clarity finally shows up. You suddenly see things a lot clearer. I don't know if it's just the hormones or something happens where everything is so clear. And I look back when I was in my 20s and 30s, thinking about all the things that I used to care so much about and be so worried. And now it's like, why? Why? Right? There's so much clarity. And I've come to really perceive my experience as my personal superpower, right? Just having the experience that I have is a superpower, right? Younger women don't have this superpower. And growth often starts after a big life disruption. Because when I went through my divorce, just after I turned 40, that was a big life disruption. And I had to grow. I had no other choice. I had to grow. I had to be someone new. I had to be someone single. I had to be someone who was actually capable and had the self-trust to make good decisions for myself and for my children. So, if you have a dream that you put on a shelf somewhere, I think it's time that you revisit that dream. Because listen, once you hit 50, you realize real fast, life is short. I'm not counting the years that I had. I'm counting the years that I still have left, and what I have left are fewer than what I used to have or what I had, right? It's also a good time now, actually sooner is probably better, to really focus on your health and your well-being, right? Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you go now or do this now. Just whatever it is that you have in your mind or on your heart, just start. Just start it. Don't wait until, oh, I feel like now is not quite the right time. Don't procrastinate. I have wasted so much of my life procrastinating, waiting for the right time. Oh, if I had a little more money, or you know what? If you really want it, you will find a way. Start small, but start now. Being 50 doesn't mean that your story has to end, right? For many women, it's finally when they start living. Trust me, when I turned 50, it's like, yeah, I flipped a switch in my own brain. It's like, wow, I'm 50 now. I gotta get some stuff done. I gotta do the things that I want to do, right? I'm not gonna get any more years. So if you're in midlife and you're reinventing yourself, I'd love to hear where you are in your personal journey. If you want to comment down below, let us know. And really, keep on living. Live your life as fully as you possibly can right now. Be fully alive. That really is, I think, the best gift that I give myself every day. No matter how I feel. If I feel high, feel the highs. If you feel low, feel the lows, move through it, but live, be fully alive. Don't mute yourself. Don't make yourself smaller. You are here to be you. So have fun being 40 plus. You've already lived a lot of life. Why not live fully alive, starting today if you haven't already? If you like this type of content, like, share, and subscribe. And I share a lot more on health and wellness, midlife, confidence, so much more.